to learn.
He wants an egalitarian relationship, one that is equal. She can have just as much. He's not looking for a relationship where he's dominating over the woman.
Mm-hmm.
So he can look to her and give her respect as an authority.
Mm-hmm.
And he can also be the student and learn. He can play that passive role. He can take her out and pay for her sometime, but he don't want to be the one paying all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
But he would like for her to come, and he's saying girls his age, in his age group, but not saying, boo, it's on me tonight.
Exactly.
And I got you covered.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Is that pretty much what?
That's
That's
exactly
all.
what
That's
I'm
all he's saying. He's not saying I'm looking to pimp a woman. Right?
No.
I'm not looking to. I'm just looking that we kind of can be
Have
friends
dialogue.
and
See
enjoy
eye to
each
eye.
other, and then you can teach me some things
Mhm.
that I possibly don't know.
Exactly.
What are some of the things you think a woman could teach you?
Oh Jesus! A 50-year-old woman.
Patience.
Okay.
Patience.
I like that.
Conversation, ability to talk about, important things, spending time, It's a lot of things. And, I didn't put myself in a situation like that yet, but I'm pretty sure they have a lot to offer, a lot to teach.
So this is very interesting. So you have not put yourself in a position, but you're open to that experience.
Exactly.
Okay, good. So let's look at this. And we got a lot of people talking in the chat room. Teresa May says, she said to me, she says, I have to go now. She says, I have got to go. She says, wow, can't believe you have these guys in here and I have to go. At the library watching. God bless you. It'll be on video. We have some, their comments are coming so quick. I cannot even read them all in here. But something I saw here. Michelle Adams, I think she says something.
It says men are acting women nowadays, they want security.
Okay, she says, my hubby is 50, my ex was 45. The men in my age, mid-30s, those men are still playing games. Hence, read my book, LOL. Are men in their 30s still playing games, Larry?
Yes, they are.
What kind of games are they playing? Tell us what is the player's game?
The player's game will be they're playing now, since they're out of their 20s, they have some experience. Now they're playing more. It's more of a mental game now they're playing. It's almost like playing chess with a woman that's younger, because they have experience and they know some things, and she doesn't. So they play. It's almost a mental game that goes on.
Mental in what respect?
In a sense, they're looking to mold her or to train her in a certain direction that he wants her to go. So if she doesn't do it, he'll present certain scenarios to see how she reacts to them to get her to respond.
Wow. That's very interesting. Do you think that is something that's going on out there,
I
Shanti?
agree with him.
Really?
Yes.
And
Because he has more information in life, with tricks that he might play on her and that she doesn't know.
Very interesting. So, do you think that so this man that may be in his 30s or whatever age, he is not down for commitment?
Usually, no.
It varies. It depends on the maturity of the man, if he's ready for commitment. Something I learned from Master Prophet is that commitment is, yes, it's an outward thing, but it's also inward. He must be committed to himself first in order for him to be committed to someone else.
Right.
So the head games that are going on is happening with women. Do you think they play these same games with the older women as well? Women that are 10 years older than them?
Yes. Yes.
And what type of games would that be?
It will more feed into her ego, because now she's past that 30, 40 point, and now she's looking for someone to almost to have on the side to feed her ego. So he would play into that game like, she would tell her girlfriends, I have a younger guy. Oh, yeah, you do? So he would play into that and make sure he's there and do things for her. So it becomes more psychological in both incidents, and even in that one, it becomes more psychological in that.
Wow. What do you think about that, Shantae?
I agree.
Yeah. So do you think that with a lot of the relationships, what do you find the average age that men get? Now, I know you've been married before.
Yes.
You've been married how many times?
Twice.
You've been married twice before. You've been married twice before. Did you get married young? How young were you when you first got married?
21.
21.
21. I was 21.
I was 29.
29.
And I didn't stay, the first marriage, I didn't stay married long. Less than a year.
Why was that?
She wasn't ready.
She wasn't ready.
Right. But she liked the title of being married.
Oh, so you said she was in love with marriage, but not
Right.
in love with you as a person.
Exactly.
Process of that.
Right.
Okay. That's very interesting. Okay. Do you think you'll ever get married? Do you want to get married?
That's a tough question.
That's a tough question.
The title thing. That's why he brought up a good point. It's the title. It's the fact that people want the title. That's a problem to me, because you don't really need a title to be with somebody. You could just like the person and be good friends with them, and the fact that the title's involved brings a lot of different situations that leads to arguments. So that's why I kind of stay away from the title.
What about, do you hope to have children one day?
Yeah, I'll have children.
Do you think they'll have children with the wife or with the girlfriend?
I don't think I will have a title. That's the thing. Girlfriend, that's still considered a title, because it's
listen, I love this. So, if you're with a woman, and I like this thing, you don't have no title on her, she's not wifey, she's not girlfriend, none of that, then that means she's free to share her body with whoever.
She can do whatever she wants, but the fact that she can do whatever she wants. I just don't want to know about it.
You don't want to know about it, but wait a minute, we're friends. We're not hiding things from each other.
Well, if I find out, I find out, and I'll deal with it.
Then what happens when you find out?
Then I'll just have to deal with it. Things happen. Even if you have a title, people cheat, right?
No.
Okay.
I don't cheat.
I'm saying people do it though. You hear a lot of
There's some
situations.
people that don't.
There's some people that don't, and that's good for them. But I see a lot of problems arising just based on titles. That's why I kind of stay away from that.
Okay. Yes, Prof.
Is it let me ask you this. In your family history, how many marriage, was your mom and dad married?
Yeah, they were married.
Did they stay together their full
They
life?
split up. My mother left because my father was very abusive.
Oh, okay. What age did you experience that?
I was in high school. This was my sophomore year in high school.
It took a whole lot, right?
Yeah. Well, I had to deal with it, It was for my mother. It was for my mother's well-being. She had she had diabetes, high blood pressure. She had to go. If she would have stayed, she probably would not be here today.
Oh, okay.
So,
did it change your educational objectives?
it affected it. Affected it, but yeah.
Yeah. Because, Master Prophet, what I've experienced is that when my mom and her husband got into it and I was in high school, I went from a 90 average and did way down. Mm-hmm. It ended up changing my educational objectives from wanting to go to ORU to hanging out in New York.
Well,
I'm just sharing on an open plane that sometimes some of those things happen.
Right, and I think that, but I'll just say this, is that when, a child needs both parents, I would definitely advocate that. That's why I believe he puts a system there called family. Mm-hmm. When a husband and wife split up or break up, a divorce, is the one that really